Alright, so I'm back with another vlog. Um, I think I'm gonna divide this up into two vlogs. I'm not sure. I'll have to see how I want to go about this. For today's vlog, though, I want to talk about GitHub. Yes, I finally set up my GitHub workflow. More specifically, what I set up is the workflow to be able to make commits to my local repository and then push those updates, those commits to the GitHub repo. So what I wanted to do was, in terms of hosting repos, I want to host the repo on both GitHub and on my local machine. So like how you would have a workflow where you create the repo on GitHub, and then you clone that repo, and then locally what you have is your working copy. You make your changes, make your commits to that working copy, and then you push those changes to the GitHub repo. I want to do something similar, but locally as well. So this way I have two, let's call them central repos. One is going to be on GitHub, and one is going to be hosted locally. I want to do this for pretty much all the projects that I've got. Some of them might be private repos, so um, if there is that kind of a situation where it's a project that I'm not entirely comfortable just completely open sourcing, then I'll set it up as a private repo. And fortunately, the workflow is pretty much the same. It's not all that different. So in this case, what I had to do was set up the GitHub authentication. And fortunately, the GitHub CLI, it simplifies that for you. Once I was done with that, after that, Git knew that if it ever needs to reach out to GitHub for any sort of authentication stuff, or not reach out, but like if when communicating with GitHub, it ever needs to authenticate something, it knows where to find the token, and it knows how to authenticate as well. So the first repo I set up, because there's a bunch of repos that I want to set up in this way. It's not just one. For a while, I'd been meaning to, and especially ever since I got into like a terminal-based workflow, which has been about a year now, if not more. Ever since I got into that workflow, I've been wanting to um, be more. How do I say this? I've been wanting to use Git a lot more, and I wanted to set up the Git workflow. I'm noticing that my camera is going more towards this side. I'm currently also watching Ariel's stream, but yeah, okay. So what was I saying? Ever since I got into my terminal-based workflow, I'd been meaning to set up a workflow where I'm often using Git repos, and I wanted to do like a local and cloud-based thing. So I wanted to have it hosted locally, but also on GitHub. And now I've done that. So the first repo that I pushed or created, I guess, is the so okay. A couple of months back, I'd started using the Rose Pine theme for BTOP. Let me show you. Uh, BTOP. So this is BTOP, and I currently have the Rose Pine theme being applied to it. Specifically, Rose Pine Moon. Give me a second here. I need to disable that. Yeah. So if you look at the meters on the left side for memory and disk, these meters, I don't remember about disk. I think it applied to disk as well, but definitely for memory, the meters didn't have a gradient going on. They just had a solid color, and I didn't want to leave it at a solid color, so I decided to set up um, I decided to set up the colors in such a way that it'll show gradients. So that's one of the changes that I'd made to the theme. There were a couple of other very minor changes, not really a whole lot, not really a whole lot different from what the original theme was, but there was a difference there. I did make some changes, so I wanted to be able to save this because I like the gradient kind of thing. So I decided to upload it to my own repo, or let's say I decided to create my own repo and upload this theme on there. You can see that here. I set up a repo called Rose Pine Moon Beatop, and it doesn't have all the variants. It only has one, Moon, because that's the only one that I use, and that's the only one that I really worked on. I didn't really touch anything in any of the others. Uh, what else did I want to show? Yeah, I wanted to show the remotes. So this is interesting. Like you can set up the remotes. I have two remotes set up. One is for, hold on, let me go in closer. Yeah, one is set up for GitHub, and the other is set up for the local repo, which is on the same machine. Um, and there isn't all that much of a setup that I have to do now, especially since the authentication has been done. I don't really have to, in terms of like each time I have a new repo that I'm working with, each time I'm setting up a new repo, there isn't too much in terms of setup that I have to do in order to create the remotes and create the connection from my local working copy to either of the central repos. So yeah, that's what I've been busy with, and I'm excited to start pushing more of my repos to GitHub. So I think that'll be it for this vlog, because I don't want to make these very long because I'm not doing a whole lot of editing, so they do end up becoming a little bit long. I'm trying not to make them that long. I've also decided to call this random vlog series "What Did I Do?" because I couldn't really think of anything better. And when I landed on this name, I was like, you know what? Let's just go with that. What did I do? It's not that bad. I still have to start my project-based vlogs. I don't remember what name I had decided for that. I think it was Adventures in Building. I think so. That's gonna be a vlog series as well. That's gonna be project-based vlogs where I start working on a project and I'm constantly showing updates about it. Uh, I guess that's it. That's gonna be it for this vlog. I hope you guys have a nice day, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.